If Floyd Mayweather identified as a woman,
Okay.
should he be allowed to box other biological women?
I can't answer this question. I'm gonna get absolutely hated on. I mean, I see both sides of the argument.
He would kill someone.
This is, okay, that's how I feel about
I think like the physical strength obviously is very unfair, but I'm all about like trans rights and everything like that and equality with like gender and everything, so that's why I kind of get sticky.
I believe so, yes. I don't think that biology necessarily equates to someone's skill range. I don't know, isn't it like boxing? It's just like dangerous overall.
Yeah, anybody could fracture someone's skull, I mean.
You can, but you have a much higher chance, I think, especially if you have like a biological advantage, like with your bone density, with your higher center of gravity, all the things that are advantaged by going through puberty as being male. You take that with you into a fight. It sounds like you guys are all in agreement still.
Yeah. Are they not all being injured like that, right? Are there?
So if everybody's being injured, it's fine then if a man is fracturing a woman's skull.
Well, again, trans women are women, so it would be a woman.
History has been made.
This transgender weightlifter competed in the Olympics. Transgender women, people born male but who identify as female, are winning many competitions,
dominating the state's girls' track meets.
Some women are upset about that.
Why do I have to compete against a male body?
Leah Schneeberger is a mountain bike racer. She won this race 3 years in a row. But then a former men's cyclist transitioned and competed as a woman. Now that person wins.
How did this happen? I just want to be able to compete on a fair playing field.
Bearden is a road racer and recently won a women's state championship.
Transgender competitors do often take testosterone blockers that help align their body with how they identify.
When I started hormone therapy, within 9 months I was running 12% slower.
Trans athlete Joanna Harper is a scientist who's advised the Olympic Committee.
How is it fair for trans women to compete with women?
Well, trans women lose muscle, lose strength, lose endurance with hormone therapy.
This one is going to be Telfer.
After Cece Telfer won this race, she said,
as a trans athlete, I'm not a threat to women's sports because I am a woman.
But Telfer ranked 390th best competing as a man.
I have to admit, I am somewhat at a loss to explain it.
But what about combat sports?
Fox to the knees, and that's it.
Trans woman Fallon Fox won most of her fights. She broke this woman's orbital bone. Later she said, I've never felt the strength as I did that night.
Doesn't seem fair.
The idea that trans women are hugely going to outperform cis women does not hold up to the statistics.
But the statistics do say
A male could be 40% stronger than a female on his legs.
Biologist Emma Hilton.
Things like shoulder width. Those things don't change when transgender women suppress testosterone. They don't get shorter. They've still got big lungs.
I can train 20 hours a week, but I cannot train to be a man.
You can't fix some of the performance gaps. The performance gap in weightlifting is over 30%. The performance gap when someone is throwing a baseball is over 50%. And the performance gap when a male punches is 160%.
There should be a separate third category for trans people to compete in.
You know, I wholeheartedly, strongly deny the third category interjection because I'm not third. I deserve to be a part of the female category. I'm female. Males deserve to be a part of the male category.
If you don't want to see trans women competing in women's sports, then you're going to have to allow young children who do not feel, who are experiencing gender dysphoria, to have those drugs when they're younger.
No, not at all.
You are.
In my estimation, you do one of two things. It's very straightforward. This whole supposed insolvable problem is very straightforward. Trans women either compete against other trans women in an entirely new category, as there are more and more of them competing, or they compete against their biological sex, because that is the biology they've been born with. Tell me why that's not fair.
I don't think it's fair that people who've experienced gender dysphoria when they're growing up and don't feel that they are in the right body should not be allowed to compete in sports. And if you're going to take away their rights...
Why don't you care? Look, you love you go on about women's rights, and a lot of the time I agree with you. I want women to enjoy utter fairness and equality.
I think this is fair.
How can you possibly sign up to something that is so grotesquely unfair and unequal to women's rights?
If gender doesn't exist, what do gender studies students study?
This is the soccer team that just cannot be beaten. The Flying Bats. They play in the women's competition in Sydney, but they have 5 male-born players, and no one can get near them. The latest score, Flying Bats 12, their opposition 0.
This is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
And have a look at their success this year. They're undefeated in 13 games, and they've scored 59 goals and only conceded 3. They've scored 26 more goals than the team sitting in second place. No one is able to get anywhere near them. Kiralee Smith is a vocal campaigner trying to protect women's sport.
Ben, it's absolutely extraordinary. These guys, some of them are more than 6 foot. They're in their 30s. They're playing against girls who are under 18. I'm now facing court cases 7, 8 and 9 for calling out some of these males in female competition. The anti-discrimination law in this country is absolutely appalling when women can't defend female sex-based rights at the threat of legal action.
The numbers are just out of this world. This year, they've only conceded 3 goals, but they have scored 59 goals. They're undefeated in 13 games. The New South Wales Premier Chris Minns is here. Do you think that's fair?
Well, it sounds like an unbalanced competition.
What?